Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
I am in Portsmouth Historical Dockyard, currently stood on the HMS Victory.
We interrupt this video to make an apology. This was not in fact the HMS Victory, but is actually the HMS Warrior. We apologise for any inconvenience caused.
Just going to go and have a little look around the museum behind me, and we've got the Mary Rose back there, and then I'm going to jump on a little boat, head on over to the Submarine Museum over in Gosport. So we're just going to go and take a look at the Mary Rose, or what's left of it. They raised it out in the Solent in about 1982, if I remember correctly. And it was Henry VIII's favourite ship, and it got sunk in a battle with the French.
So the Mary Rose is an absolute treasure trove for maritime archaeologists. And when they raised it in 1982, it was a time capsule of Tudor artefacts. Anyway, right now I'm going to head over to the Submarine Museum.
So I am here in Gosport at the Submarine Museum. Just going to take a look around the museum here, and then we're going to head off on a little tour of the submarine. Let's go take a look. Behind me is the Royal Navy's first submarine. This is Holland 1. It's not particularly big, and we're going to have a little look inside in a second. I think it would have felt quite claustrophobic as well. So they think Alexander the Great in 333 BC would have been the first person to sort of come up with an idea for something like a submarine. He went down into the sea in a little barrel. Anyway, this is a lot bigger than a barrel, but it's not as big as some of the submarines you see today. Let's go and take a look inside. So as I thought, it is very claustrophobic down here. I can imagine full of a load of blokes, sweaty blokes down there. It's not going to be the most pleasant atmosphere, but yeah. So behind me is the HMS Alliance. Got a little tour booked, so we're going to go and take a look inside and walk through, see what we can find.
The bunks are only 5'9". Well, welcome to the Alliance. As I say, last World War II design submarine you can walk through. She was actually designed in 1942, but built not until 45, 47 time. Run around the world for a few years until 1974, doing various tasks, they say, and decommissioned in 1974 over here in St Mary's Museum. Right, this is the control room, right? This boat only weighs 1,600 tonne. Yeah, dive, that is. So she's a bit of a lightweight when it comes to that.
Officer of the watch, dive the submarine.
There we go through that routine of it. Yeah. About once a day we have to empty the sewage tank. In the old days we could do this, seal the top of the tank off, open the bottom up and use compressed air, push it over the side. Not allowed to do that anymore now, it has to go through a full black water system, right? The only people allowed to throw sewage in the ocean are the British water companies. We're not allowed to do that anymore, right? But this end is all about escape if we sink, right? Submarine truculent, Thames Estuary, 1950, got hit by a Swedish tanker called the Divina. 5 foot of submarine ended up in the Divina, the rest of the boat ended 100 foot down in the Thames. Using a similar method to this, 65 blokes got out, but they escaped at the wrong time. There was no rescue boats ready for them. So only about 15 survived. The rest died of hypothermia or onto the mud islands of Kent or got washed out to the North Sea.
So I'm just going to have a walk through the memorial garden here, and it's got the names of every single sailor that's died on a submarine, all the way back from 1904 to much more recently. Most of these people died during wars or battles, but some of them were died in accidents. It's a very dangerous job. So it cost me £55 to get in here, but that is for a whole year. Is it worth the money though? Yeah, I think it is. You get to go on the water taxi across to the Submarine Museum, and you also get the harbour tour as well. You've got the HMS Victory, you've got the Mary Rose. There's so much to do here. It's not just a day, and as I said, that lasts for the whole year. Anyway, I'm going to head on back over to Portsmouth, and I'll see you next time. If you haven't already, if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.